Hi, I'm Mike Taylor from Mike Taylor Education. Welcome to our Essentials collection. Today I'm going to do a full shave. So with shaving, it's really important for consultation. You want to know everything. You want to look over the shave before you start and take a visual picture. You want to see if there's any skin conditions that inhabit you doing the shave, and you also want to look at the direction of growth, because when you're shaving, your first shave, you always want to follow the direction of growth. So the next thing that's important is putting the client in the right position for the client to be comfortable and for your posture and your back so you're comfortable. So if you lean forward for me a little bit, I'll bring the chair down. And if you gently come down, how is that for you?
That's comfortable, thank you.
So first, I'd like to put my first hot towel on. In the Mike Taylor Education shave, we only use 2 towels through the process, 2 towels through the hot towel machine. So the first one, I unravel it, fold it in half, and it goes underneath the nose. And then I pop one part over the eye, the second part over the eye, so we've got the nose, so the client can still breathe, and then bring my hands in and massage that into the face. It's so important to only have your hot towel on while it's hot. If it starts going cold, take it off, because it'll be doing an adverse effect. The reason we like to use hot towels is it makes it so much more easier to shave. It softens the hairs. Also, it really relaxes the client and makes it a really enjoyable experience. Remember, always keep the towel nice and hot, because if it does go cold, it gives it the opposite effect and start making the skin subtract a little bit, so it makes it harder to shave. After the first hot towel, the second stage is to apply the GBBA beard and shave oil. And then I like to massage this into the skin. This makes it easier to shave and protects the client's skin from the razor. After the oil, I apply my second hot towel to make sure the skin is prepared the best it can be for the shave, and also to make this a really good experience for the client. So the next stage of the shave is really, really important, the lavering. And here are the tools that I use. First up, the GBBA shave cream. This is a really, really high quality cream that does not dry out, but it needs to be lathered in for a good few minutes to make sure it's completely into the skin. Next, a good quality shaving brush. I don't believe in animal cruelty, so I always use synthetic shaving brushes, but I make sure I buy a quality one so I don't lose any hairs. And I use this to really, really lather up the skin, pull up the hairs so I can get the cream nicely into the skin. The next tool I use is the GBBA shave station, invented by me. This gets overlooked quite a bit. So with the shave station, we've got 2 bowls. The cup is porcelain, so it keeps the water warm. What the idea is the steam comes up into the bowl, so then when you put the cream into the bowl, you get hot lava for the perfect shave. Then afterwards, it cleans up very well, and you can pop your blades or anything else in there as storage. It's hygienic, it's tidy, it's perfect for me. It's also locally made, like all GBBA products. Right, now to the lavering. Always using a spatula for health and safety. Pop your cream into the bowl. Then dip my shaving brush into the water, the nice hot water. Then always dip in the water in. What you want to make is a really good lather with the cream. And what I say to all my students is, water is your friend. As much water as you can. Do not let the shave go dry. So if you look at this beautiful lather I'm creating. Before I start lathering, I like to use a GBBA shave towel. With the lathering, really work this in for a couple of minutes, getting it right into the skin so you can have a really nice, comfortable, close shave. And this is all part of the process which the client's paying for it. It's not just a shave, it's an experience. Top tip is using your finger to do the moustache area, because you don't want to put a big brush in there so it goes onto their lips and makes it uncomfortable. Towards the end of the shave, I always like to dip again into the water just to make sure I've got a perfect lather. The razor I like to use at Mike Taylor Education is a shave knife. They are really simple and easy to use and really good to teach with, and they give you a really good effect. I always clean blade, one per customer, put that on in front of the customer so it's nice and safe. So let me explain a little bit more about the shave knife. If you look at a normal cutthroat razor, it's exactly the same. This is just the handle. So back in the old days, we would have stropped and honed our blades. So we'd have sharpened our blades and used them. So the same blade would be used again and again. We don't do that anymore. So to me, what's the point of the handle? The handle is something that can just get in a student's way or get in your way. So now do you see why I like to use the shave knife? First off, I'm using backhand, keep my back straight, I'm coming from back. The most important part about shaving is the other hand, getting the skin and getting it really taut. And then just gently coming down, no force. And controlling it the way the shave grows. Now I'm coming up with the razor, so I keep to the way the hair grows. Moving around the right hand side, I'm going to use forehand, and again come straight down. Then switching to backhand. Then switching to it coming up, just following the hair growth. With the chin area, I use 2 fingers and the razor, and then just gently bring the razor towards yourself. Then underneath the chin, using backhand, just nice and gently. And again, just up where the hair changes direction. Now we come to the more difficult part of the shave, around the moustache area and at the bottom of the lip. So with the nose area, I like to pull the nose right up and then come straight down. Then I come along the right hand side. And if you can, use your backhand for the left hand side. If you can't, come over with your right hand and come down. The next part is under the lip, which I do a little scooping motion and gently just come under the lip. So as I said before, I only use 2 hot towels. So what I've done is got another hot towel back out that I put back into the hot towel machine. So after the first shave, I pop that back on. Clean off the cream. Then I reapply the cream, but in more of a watery substance. So I just paint the cream on now, because I've already lathered properly. The cream is in the skin, so I just want to just paint this on nice and watery for the second shave. I always do 2 shaves, because what I don't want to do is I don't want to keep going over the same place and cause irritation. So if you do both shaves very lightly, you will get the perfect shave. So with the second shave, I like to go across the skin. So I'm going to come across now, just very, very gently, just picking up any little bits you might have missed. And then at the neck area, I go completely up, but again, very, very gently. And then switch sides again. So I'm going to come again across, just nice and gently. Being extra careful around the chin area because generally the hair is just a little bit thicker there. Now back to the chin area. First shave I went across. The second shave, what I want to do is come across but downwards. I never do this on the first shave, because I don't know whether the client might have an old scar there that I might get caught in. And I don't want to cut them. So you go across on the first, and then you can come down across on the second to perfect your shave. Now the nose and under lip area, you do exactly the same as before. So after the second shave, I again apply another hot towel that was put back in the hot towel machine before. And clean the client off. At Mike Taylor Education, we do things slightly different. I like to put my post-shave balm on after the second shave. I don't want to do my cold water towel first. The reason for that is, to me, it closes the shave up. I want it warm, I want it open. So I want this moisturizer to go into the pores. Then I can massage it in, it goes deep into the skin, and I can feel if there is any hairs I've missed, which I can quickly go over and then put the cold water towel on. The massage should also be an experience in the barbershop. Starting at the forehead and then working your way down to the neck. Making sure you make the skin back alive and feeling if there's any places you still want to just go over to make it perfect. Obviously never go over the skin if it's red or if it's sore, that's when you leave it. But as you can see with my client, it's still nice that I can go over again if I need to. So I come and give a deep massage, because once, like I said before, once you put the cold towel on, it will close down the shave and you won't see any of these little protruding hairs anymore. But I want to make the shave perfect before the client leaves. always finish the shave with your thumbs just coming down to the neck, to the lymph nodes, just doing any drainage you need to. So last of all, cold towel on. Let's close the shave down. Make sure no impurities can get into the shave once the client leaves. And in the winter, I just pop the towel around like that. In the summer, it becomes a full service again over the eyes. And just to finish off, I like to use a bit of aftershave with the client's consent. Not all clients like aftershave, but I think it helps, just brings the pores back together and the client leaves feeling refreshed and smelling fantastic. There you go. I hope you enjoyed the full Mike Taylor education shave experience.